Good evening and welcome to this Tuesday's news. President Wavell Mamkalawan officially appointed Janet George as the new Commissioner of Prisons. The ceremony was held at State House this morning in the presence of the First Lady Linda Mamkalawan, the Vice President Ahmed Afif, and other high officials. Prior to her appointment, Ms. George was serving as the Assistant Superintendent Police Liaison Prison Officer in the Office of the Minister for Internal Affairs. She is the first woman to be appointed in this post. Residents of Fairview Estate at La Misère have appeared before the Constitutional Court this morning in regards to the pollution in their neighborhood. The residents claim that the pollution, which has been affecting them for years now, comes from a nearby farm. The case is against the Ministry of Agriculture, Environment and Climate Change, the Ministry of Health, the Office of the Attorney General, and the Government of Seychelles. This is the fifth session in the case, which started earlier this year. A representative of the petitioners says that there has not been any progress on the case so far. The petitioners are being represented in court by lawyer Frank Elizabeth. They will appear before the court again next week. Water supply has been restored to the western, eastern and southern region of Mahé after a lengthy interruption that lasted over 20 hours. The problem occurred because of a burst water pipe at Answalo. Reparation work at Answalo lasted throughout the night. However, bad weather and tide movements slowed down the reparation work. As a result, the Public Utilities Corporation had to resort to using bowsers to provide water to some areas. A fire has destroyed a 4-bedroom house at Makabe. The Seychelles Fire and Rescue Services Agency, SFRSA, says that they received the call at around 11:15 p.m. last night. 8 people, 6 adults and 2 minors, were living in the affected house and everyone was able to evacuate. However, 2 persons sustained minor burns while evacuating and they received medical attention. The SFRSA says that upon arrival in Makabe, they noticed that the fire had completely engulfed the house, as well as a 12-seater H1 van, which was parked near the house. The fire was also threatening to spread to an adjacent house. However, firefighters acted quickly and managed to protect the house from the effect of the fire. The house was made of concrete blocks and covered with corrugated iron sheets, and the cause of the fire has not yet been determined. Soldiers are being paid their allowances according to protocol, even though there can be delays in payments due to procedures. Vice President Ahmed Afif made this statement in the National Assembly this morning. He adds that there are mechanisms in place for soldiers who feel they have issues with their allowances. He was responding to a private notice question from the leader of the opposition in the National Assembly, Sébastien Pillet, on whether soldiers are paid an allowance when they go out to sea on Coast Guard boats and when is it paid. Some 20 heads of chaplains from 7 SADC member states are taking part in a 4-day conference being held at the Military Training and Support Center at Ile Perseverance. The focus of this annual conference centers on the role of a chaplain in the military. The participants come from Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa, Namibia, Malawi, Botswana, and the host country, which is Seychelles. This is the 3rd time Seychelles hosts such an event. The Chief of Staff of the Defense Forces, Jean Atala, welcomed such an event, saying chaplains have a great impact on the community in general and play an important role in the lives of servicemen.
As Chief of Staff, I am well aware of the difficulties our military personnel face on a daily basis. They endure physical hardships, emotional challenges, and the constant uncertainty that comes with their duty. In these trying times, your presence as chaplains provides an invaluable source of strength and comfort. You help them to navigate the complexities of duty, sacrifice, and honor with compassion and unwavering support. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world that is rapidly changing. Technological advancements, geopolitical shifts, and evolving dynamics are reshaping our reality. Our military is not immune to those changes. In fact, we are often at the forefront of confronting new threats and seizing opportunities. Amidst these transformations, the role of faith remains cornerstone, offering a steady foundation upon which our servicemen and women can rely.
To eliminate bullying in schools, Bello Primary School launched its very first campaign on anti-bullying under the theme Choose Respect, Be a Friend, Not a Bully. This was done during a special assembly this morning at the school, whereby teachers, pupils and parents gathered to witness this important step for the school. There were performances by the students. Other activities included planting of some fruit plants in the school garden. The school also launched 2 poster competitions. The school's head teacher, Jane Lorette, explained the importance of the activity and its way forward.
We are launching a strong campaign fighting against bullying, just as the minister started this year with asking schools to go strong out there to launch the campaign for us to stop bullying in the school. So this is what we've done this morning, and we want bullying to stop in our school, to sensitize the students about the different forms of bullying and how to treat one another differently to make them happy, so that each one will feel good and be happy to come and learn in our school.
The Seychelles National Alliance Party, SNAP, held its extraordinary convention last Sunday. SNAP has said in a press release that the convention was dedicated solely to the crucial task of electing a new party leader, office bearers and other executive members. Party leaders were elected by secret ballot. The party leader is Godefroy Hermite. Cyril Lautzi is the party chairman. The Secretary General, Ernesto Leone, and the party treasurer is Bill Zialo. There are also 2 new executive members, Sheila Zialo and Georges Larue. Much more news in Creole at 8 o'clock with Giulio. A very good evening from me.